Mexico makes biometric identifier mandatory for all citizens. It's the book of Revelation chapter 13. This is verse 16 right here. And he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the number of the beast or the number of his name. Verse 18, here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Shalom to the hopeful elect out there. Shalom to the hopeful 144,000, Lord willing. I'm part of that grateful glorious number. Giving our praise, Yahweh Shah. I'm a title this one right here. What aren't you Israelites not getting, man? This is the end. This is the end game. This is what these devils want to do. What are you Israelites not getting? This is the end game. They plant it and they put it right in your face. Right here. They want to make everything digital. And soon enough, just like this article says, Mexico wants to make biometric identifier mandatory for all citizens. That Rfid chip is going to be mandatory for all citizens. And you're going to have to take that. You are going to have a choice. Just like the book of Joshua says, you know, choose whom this day whom you will serve. You know, are you going to serve Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Bashim Shah, or are you going to serve the God of this world? It's going to come a time where you have to go and choose. You know, but these devils, they want to create this RFID microchip. They are being used on the left-hand side of Yahweh Bashim Shah to bring about prophecy, because Yahweh Bashim Shah, he's about to deliver his elect. But we got to go through Jacob's trouble first. You know, World War III's got to go pop off. And then obviously this RFID chip got to come out, you know. But Yahweh Bashim Shah, he's about to wipe this entire nation off the face of the earth. He's about to deliver his people, like I was saying. Right here, I'm going to read some of it right here. It says right here, Mexico has officially introduced a digital identification system by signing a law that turned a previously optional biometric-based citizen code into a mandatory document for all citizens. I mean, I'm not surprised, because what did that scripture say? He calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So that's pretty much, you know, forcing someone. So at one point it was optional. Now it's mandatory. That's all biblical prophecy, man. That's why it's important to know scripture, you know, because, you know, you could be easily just deceived by these, you know, devils, you know, because these devils are very, very crafty. Esau is very, very cunning, man. You know, that's why devil means deceiver. He lies, you know, crafty. You know, but Esau was just the worst of them. You know, and then what did Trump pass? Trump passed that what was it? I forgot. That Genius Act. There you go. He passed that Genius Act. Yeah, man, because he's trying to get these microchips out there, man. Trump wants to go head on, and like I said, I think that Nero is gonna be that dude where he's gonna push that RFID microchip. You know, that Trump administration, man, they done destroyed Babylon in 6 months. 6 months, he destroyed this entire place. And you can see it on Esau's face. Just go and look at all these Edomites out there. They ain't happy, man. You know, they used to be out there talking shit, having fun. They ain't doing that. You know, because these devils know that their time is done. These devils know that. Right here, I'm going to continue reading. I'm going to read that third paragraph right here. The mandatory cert will contain a personal, actually, let me read this right here. Last month, legislators approved amendments to a law related to the 18-character personal identifier known as Unique Population Registry Code. Clay Unica de Registration Poblacion, which means CURT, with the change formalized on Wednesday through a decree. All right, now I'm going to read it, the third paragraph right here. So the mandatory CURT will contain personal and biometric information, including a photograph and a QR code containing biometric fingerprint and iris data. The identifier is expected to be introduced gradually to all Mexicans by February 2026. That sounds like the RFID microchip, right? Because that's what these devils want to do. They want to be able to go and track you. They're going to put your social security number on there. They're going to put a camera on there. They're going to have your credit card information on there. Yeah. They want to have your damn birth certificate on there. They want to know everything about you. They want to know how much is inside your checking account, inside your savings account. They want to know everything about you, man. They want to track you. They want to even watch it. They want to know your transactions, what you're spending when you go into the damn grocery store. They want to know all that. You know? And I find it funny, you know, how there's already videos out talking about, oh, yeah, you know, where the chariots of Yahweh Shem Shai, you know, there's a big mothership coming in November 2025. And then, you know, you got the UK, you know, they're supposed to be making, what's it called? Was it something mandatory with the biometric data? They're supposed to be making something mandatory. I did a video on it. I had posted it on my page. But yeah, you know, you got different, you know, countries around here. You know, they supposed to be implementing like this beast system stuff. You know, this biometric, you know, stuff. This digital system. You know, and they're supposed to be making it, you know, mandatory, you know, in 2026. Yeah, man. Hey, 2026 is going to be heavy. Because in 2027, you know, we got the other solar eclipse that's going to be going over Europe and the Middle East. It's going to be going over the Middle East, Egypt, Europe. That's going to be heavy. I know that, you know, it's 2 years out, but we're almost done with 2025. But I want to get off subject. It's all in your face. These devils putting it in your face. And you Israelites, y'all just act like ain't nothing finna be going on. Y'all just act like, oh, you know, well, you know, they ain't gonna bring it out, you know. You know, it's too much. You know, they can't push that out because people ain't gonna comply. Whatever the word of Yahweh Bashan Shai say, it's gonna go forth. See, y'all stuck up in these churches, and the prophets of Yahweh Bashan Shai, we've been telling y'all to stay out these churches. And what do? You keep going to these churches. They're not gonna tell you about prophecy. They don't want to, because they are told to keep Israelites dumbed down, you know, and they about their business. They about making money. These pastors ain't trying to go follow Yahweh Bashan Shai. They don't want to catch hell. Because they catch hell, guess what? They wouldn't have those riches that they have. Yeah, man. But y'all see it here. Right here. Kurt raises surveillance suspicions. Yeah, man. because the government want to go out there and track you. That's what they want to go out there and do. You know, but you better not take that Rfid microchip. You know, because people think, I mean, you know, people get second chances in life. You know, in life, you know, yeah, you know, you get second chances. You know, but Yahweh Bashan Shai, he ain't giving you no second chance. Because we had the final test. You ain't getting a second chance. Just like I had said earlier with the book of Joshua. Choose whom this day whom you will serve. You going to serve Yahweh Bashan Shai? Or are you going to serve the God of this world? Because there's a punishment. Right here, Revelation chapter 14, verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in the forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh Bashan Shai, which is poured out with a mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels, in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever. And they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast and his image. And whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Yeah. Why y'all think we was here in captivity? Because we wanted to be like these heathens. We were worshiping other gods. The 10 Commandments. You should have no other gods before me. Do not make any carved images. That is why we are here in captivity, man. And you Israelites don't get that. The very first 2 commandments, man. And what did Elon Musk say? Digital God. This is why Yahweh Bashan Shai ain't gonna give you a second chance, man. Once you take that chip, that's like worshiping a false God. That is worshiping a false God. Your ass through. Your ass through. You know, I was watching this video. Yeah, it was a couple of two-third niggas. Yeah. Yeah, one of these niggas was getting up inside one of his coworkers' face, you know, because he was being late at work. But yeah, he was like, "You got one more time and you're through, and you're through. You got one more time and you're through." Yeah, but you Israelites, y'all take that, y'all through. Y'all is through. And I ain't worried about all these heathen nations, you know, because they don't matter. They going into slavery anyway, whether they take it or they don't take it. So, like I said, choose whom this day, whom you will serve, man. You know, that's why you got the prophets of Yahweh Bashan Shah out there warning you. You know, shit tough now, you know, because, you know, they raising food prices. Yeah. And it's going to get worse and worse and worse. You know, people having a hard time trying to find a really good job. They can't pay bills. They can't pay their own rent. Can't pay the car note. You know, people have families and stuff, so they having food trying to, or excuse me, you know, they having trouble, you know, trying to put food on the table, you know, for their kids and for their own self, and, you know, trying to go out, trying to have fun, trying to do vacation. Yahweh Bashan Shah, y'all saw him back in 2020. Yahweh Bashan Shah showed you how fast he can shut shit down. He can shut that shit down in less than 5 seconds. He can shut this whole place down. This place is done. This place been done. Babylon been done. It's just we waiting on prophecy. We waiting on prophecy so that Yahweh Bashan Shah, you know, can do his own thing. You know? But we just gotta be patient. But even if food prices go up, we still got to trust Yahweh Bashan Shah. That's why it's important not to be eating so much, man. You got to get acclimated, you know, to, you know, not eating so much. Eating like once or twice a day, you know, because I eat like 10 meals. But see, I eat in small portions. I'll eat, you know, one big meal, and then I'll eat like 5 little snacks, and I'll eat like a six meal. That's gonna be my big meal. Then I'll probably eat about 4 more times, little small ones. You know, get me like a little Nutri-Grain bar, one of those Nature Valley bars, like a little small bag of chips. I know it ain't the healthiest option, but I'll get me like a little bag of Lay's chips, and I'll probably drip me like one of those smoothies from Wawa. You know, but yeah, man. You know, hey. We got to be circumspect during these times. But at the same time, this ain't no time to be sleep. You Israelites need to wake up. This ain't no time to be sleep. This is not our rest. This is not our rest here. Y'all trying to get comfortable. Y'all want to get even with these damn heathens. Yahweh Bashan Shah said that the Israelites are the greatest nation on the face of the earth. That's in the book of Genesis. We are the greatest nation. But this will happen. There's articles all over. Like, there's no saying, oh yeah, this ain't gonna happen. It's already here. It's not coming, it's already here. It's just a matter of when are they gonna push it. Like, when are they gonna say, okay, you know what? The Rfid chip is mandatory. The chip is already ready. It's just when are they gonna push it? But we see it, man, because, you know, we keep in watch. That's why we call watchmen. We see all the articles. We see what these other countries doing. You know, we got to be looking out, man. A watchman watches, right? He's always online, you know, looking at what's, you know, going on. And, you know, he's staying circumspect. That's what watchmen do, you know. And you got to stay prayed up through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashan Shah, you know, so that he can put something on your spirit to go and talk about, you know. But this will be made mandatory, you know. That's why these devils, man, that's why they got out. You know, that's why these devils, man, they got this, you know, AI made, you know, and that's Skynet. That's from Terminator. Got this damn Skynet made, man, because shit about to get real out here, man. That's why they got these AI robots and, you know, they out here, you know, building all kind of aircraft and building all kind of AI soldiers and stuff. Yeah. Because these devils, it's all in the movies. You know, Terminator. What else? The Purge. Nightmare on Elm Street. It's in all these movies that we have ever watched, man. DC Universe, Marvel, they put it in the movies. Prophecy. They push agendas. TV shows too. You know, Lil Duval laughed about the RFID microchip. It was something on Twitter from back in 2023. He had laughed about it. You know, he was like, "Hey, all y'all finna take that RFID microchip." You know, because you out there talking about, "Yeah, I ain't gonna take it." Nah, all y'all finna go out there and take it. He right, and you Israelites finna go take it. Y'all gonna be the first ones lined up, especially if they out there offering free Popeyes chicken sandwiches. I ain't gonna lie though, that shit do be hitting, but at a time just like this, especially when it comes down to that, to the RFID microchip, you don't joke about all that. But that Popeye chicken sandwich do be over there hitting though. I ain't gonna lie. But you Israelites will take that, man. Y'all gonna be the first ones out there. Oh, you know, if I just take it, you know, I can eat, I can do this, and then you ain't even thinking about Yahweh Shem Shai. You ain't thinking about the judgment that's gonna be coming to you. Is it really worth getting that? But I can't stop you because Yahweh Shem Shai is gonna do His will. Lord willing, I don't take it. That's all I gotta go and say. Lord willing, I don't take it. Yeah, y'all. Hey man, it's about to get real out here. It's about to get super real. It's already real. It's just about to get realer and realer and realer. No joke, man. This is no joke. Y'all about to see the anger of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. But yeah, y'all just wanted to bring this out here. You know, it's about to be mandatory for everybody. Everybody about to what's it called? Go through it. You know, got these churches out here talking about the damn rapture. Ain't gonna be no damn rapture. Everybody is gonna be tested. We're gonna be tested to see if we trust Yahweh Shem Shai, to see if we're gonna trust Him. You know, even if we didn't have food for 2-3 weeks. Your faith is about to be tested. Your loyalty is about to be tested. That's why I had made that video a couple of days ago. Your loyalty is about to be tested by Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. The end game is here. And ain't no going back. Ain't no going back. Giving all praise, Yahweh Bashem Shai. And I'll be coming to you guys with another audio clip soon. Peace.